All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G. Back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And today, today we got to run about Ray J, man. Ray J always going viral for some crazy stuff. I think he figured it out. I think he figured out this internet stuff and content and going viral. And I think he found this niche on just how to say the most craziest stuff to just keep his name relevant in the media. You know, not too long ago, he was saying how he had a bad heart. He only got such and such longer to live. Before that, he wanted to take a shower with Casanat. You know, now the man has revealed that he slept with over 11,000 women, 11,500 to be exact. You know, I remember when Wilt Chamberlain was talking about he was sleeping with 20,000 women, you know, on the road, having threesomes damn near every night. You know, they were saying that, man, in order to do that, he would have to sleep with every single person in the Staples building up in the Lakers stadium. So that is crazy, bro, man. But let me go ahead on and get into this. See what Ray J talking about without further ado, man. He's on Cam Newton's podcast. Shout out to Cam Newton. He's been real consistent with his podcast. And guests been coming up in there getting them some viral clips, man. So can't hate on that.
So you went on a podcast recently stating that you have slept with 11,500 women.
I did a booby trap party when I reached 10,000.
What?
Yeah. So we did a celebration, booby trap, celebrated my 10.
Oh, Ray J getting big in the hips, boy. God damn, looking like Santa Claus, the Black Saint Nick.
10,000. I had about 400 or 500 girls that I fucked with came through, supported. It was a massive parade.
You're talking about different partners.
10,000. I think, yeah, a little bit more now.
Different partners.
What you mean?
Like, this could go for how many times you've had sex.
No. These are 10,000 different people.
You said 11.
It's at like 12.5 now, but I wanted it to get to like 11, so I was guaranteed 10.
Okay.
I didn't want to be at 9,000, and I wanted to be at 11. Then I said, okay, we went to 10.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure I was
Do
over.
you know that what the average is?
What the average what?
Like, you're 45, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can only fuck 1,000 more bitches. I can't do any more.
But the average of the volume of different sex partners, do you know what that is?
What do you mean?
Like,
I understand the math and the scale.
Okay. So that's sleeping with a little over 1.5 women a day for 30 years.
Yeah, the math is different because when we're on tour, we're thinking 5 to 10 a day.
A day, bro.
A day, so you're scaling it.
Okay, now let me go ahead on and get into a little bit of math. Let's go ahead on and get into the STI math. Approximately 1 in 5 people in the United States has had sexually transmitted infection on any given day in 2018. And that comes from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. This amounts to nearly 68 million infections, with roughly 26 million new infections occurring the same year. That's motherfucking right. Let's proceed. Somebody said, look, I'm not even saying this is possible, but even if he started when he was 15, that's 383 women a year, nearly 32 a month, over 7 a week on average. And if he married for like 4 of these years and dating, was her ass 4 years too, and dating was her ass for 4 years too. So I'm not sure it's a big number, but it's not 11,500. A lot of people were getting to doing the math on this, and I just think that people got to realize, man, Ray J been famous, been Brandy's little brother, been famous since a long time, like even before Moesha. I think Moesha was his first time he appeared on camera. Then he started having songs, and then he was having some hit. He had One Wish. He had Wait a Minute with Lil Kim. He had a couple of hits, man. Ray J had a couple of hits, man. Like him or not, Ray J had a couple of hits. Mind you, this was the first person to put Kim Kardashian on the map at a very big scale. Like he was a part of putting that family on the map. Like they were big, but once the tape dropped, her career just skyrocketed. So, man, look, Ray J is part of this culture, whether you believe it or not, for a very long time. Like a lot of stuff that happened first, Ray J was a part of that, and I think he's trying to get into the streaming world and his podcast world, and he's trying to pivot and revitalize his career, and he always just moving on with the next trend. One thing I can say about Ray J, he is a hustler, and he's gonna do things tactically to get people talking about him. To me, a lot of it be corny. To me, a lot of it be, uncalled for, but that's his MO. Now, with that being said, this dude been famous a long time. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm a regular dude, y'all. I think I look pretty handsome as far as finances go. I'm not no millionaire, but I do pretty decent, and I'm a catch to a lot of women. And me personally, I've been with a lot of women. I'm talking about a lot. I ain't gonna put my number out there, but it's a lot, So all I'm gonna say is, if I'm a celebrity like Ray J, plus I think he got a sex addiction. Like that's another thing people not accounting for. I think he has a real sex addiction problem. Like everybody talk about Lil Wayne, roster, Bow Wow roster, Drake roster, everybody, Future, everybody got a roster. But this boy Ray J got a crazy roster too. Like I think he been with so many people that people don't even know about as well. So you put a kid, and he's fairly handsome to a lot of women. Like he say he's 45, he still kind of look young for a 45-year-old dude. Like he really aging when it comes to his stomach. But other than that, he's fairly handsome to a lot of women. So it wasn't really hard for him to get women, being Brandy Brother in stardom, in the spotlight, very young. I'm pretty sure he's well into the thousands. I know for a fact he's well into the thousands. I got an uncle was well into the thousands. And when I was young, I didn't believe it. When he told me he hit over 1,000, I was young at the time. I was probably like maybe 13, 14, and we all used to be wondering like, is he lying? Is he capping? But as I got older and I started seeing how easy it is to really, be out there, then I started kind of understand. I'm like, damn, I can understand. You're gonna meet women at school, you're gonna meet women around the way, you're gonna meet women, on vacation, you're gonna meet women at your workplace, you're gonna meet women through friends, you're gonna meet women randomly and just have one night stands. It's a lot of different ways, not to mention the internet. Like you ain't even got to go out nowhere. Like back in the day, you had to go out and meet people, or somebody had to put you down with somebody, or if you that old, the party line. But now they got these dating apps, and all you do is just swipe, and you could just swipe and meet somebody, y'all link up, and it can happen. And if regular people are doing this, just imagine what somebody like Ray J got to do when females are just coming up to him. Not to mention he can have a threesome like that. So when you having multiple threesomes, all that stuff times it by 2. So it's not that far-fetched. This guy's in the thousands. I know for sure he's in the thousands. Now 11,000, ooh, that's pushing it. Just like what Will Chamberlain said, 20. I don't think you could do 20. And if you did 20 and 11, you damn sure didn't caught something before. You didn't caught chlamydia before. You didn't had to go to the clinic and get that brown bag before. You didn't had you a little leakage before. You didn't had you a little, itch before. You didn't have something if you coming like that when it come to them females. So I just want the people to understand, when you out here, you need to wrap it up. And there's stuff like herpes, like you can't get rid of herpes. That's going to be with you forever. And I think a lot of people don't understand about herpes. You don't even have to necessarily have sex with somebody. You could just brush up against them if they have an outbreak. You could use a condom. If they got an outbreak, that's not, what I'm saying? That's not going to, combat that. So for people out here, I want to tell y'all, wrap it up and cover it up. I would recommend only have sex with people that you have a connection with. That's what I would recommend. especially for women. You know, like if a guy is your boyfriend or y'all on that path to being in a relationship, cool. But other than that, just having casual sex, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it because you're gonna see the bad side of women. You're gonna see the bad side of men, and that's gonna put you in turmoil, and that's gonna have you with foggy glasses when it comes to pair bonding in a relationship. And that's what I think Ray J is going through. I think he's at a midlife crisis. He lost his family, he lost his wife, and I think he's a sex addict. And you know, he get drowned in his work because you know, I don't think he feel like he's loved. I think he think everybody is with him to use him. People are yes men, and you know, some people use different ways to cope and escape. Some people use sex. Some people use drugs. You know, some people crash out, and I think a lot of stuff we witnessing with Ray J is that. You know, but had he been, you know, more, you know, grounded and you know, not as a horn dog, I don't think we would be seeing this type of Ray J right now. Let's go ahead on and continue.
These niggas got way more bodies than me. I got, first off, some of my friends, some of my homegirls, they fuck 45,000 niggas a year.
Okay.
All right, bro, I'm not capping.
Some of your homegirls.
They at least fuck, 45,000 a year. No, like maybe
45,000.
Maybe
It's only 365 days in a year. What kind of bender do they got to go on to make that math make sense?
brothels and stuff like that.
Okay.
Ask Lamar Odom, you know.
Lamar Odom was wild then,
But I don't think
like P Diddy.
that's
What's your body count? 20,000?
no,
10,000 for sure.
no.
Bro, there's no way. All the football games, everything. You know you was running through for sure 10 after every game.
No, bro.
That's not
That's
fair.
too much energy, bro.
For you?
Nah, Cam Newton was a Heisman winner, I believe. He got a lot of ass in high school, got a lot of ass in college, was very much, you know, known all through Atlanta in that whole area. Went to the NFL. He's what, 6'5", 6'6", 200 something pounds. You know, I think a lot of ladies would think he's a catch, you know, quarterback in the NFL. And on top of that, he has multiple baby mamas and babies. So I know for sure Cam was out there. So whatever number he's about to give, I think he's going to try to not to come off as wild and as raging.
It's nothing.
No.
So what you got, 5,000?
Not 5,000.
6?
Not 6.
4?
We like
4.
no.
You for sure 4.
I don't even crack 1,000, bro.
All right. We're not being honest.
1,000? Just think about this. 1,000 women, right? 365.
People can't wrap their head around it, but it's possible.
65.
1,000 is light work. Like a lot of people can't wrap their head around it because a lot of people don't have the ability to do that. And a lot of people they don't even think to even sleep with 1,000 people because they just find that so disgusting because they can only have sex with people they actually attracted to and connect with. So some people can't fathom it for different reasons. Some don't have the ability to, and some don't even, they mind don't even think to just sleep with this person. They only gonna, you know, have sex with one person and, you know, just that one person until, you know, that time pass and go on to the next person because people don't like to deal with that many different people. And a lot of people believe in soul ties. So, you know, having all them different spirits, like it's just a headache that people don't want to be bothered with. And then people think about it like 1,000 people. Just think about 1,000 people in front of you right now. That is a lot of people. And to people who don't have the ability to do that or don't even think that way, when they just seeing all them 1,000 people in front of him, like you had sex with all these people, that is crazy.
Yeah. Like think if you're like 19, 365, 1,000, 300.
I wouldn't.
So you're doing 1,365, right? You're 19, 20, 21,
365
7, 8, 9,
times
30. I'm 45.
5 is 1,825,000 women. That's 5 years? No, heck no.
So where are you? 4,000?
No, bro. No.
Cam, like, I want you to continue to be a role model, but you said you was a savage.
Bro, let me tell you something. That's not my vibe.
Okay.
If I'm giving you a rough answer, it doesn't even scratch 1,000.
Got it.
Just being honest.
Okay. And I'm flying right now in the air.
How you gonna put bodies on me, bro?
I never want to put a body on you. I just want transparency in this.
I'm giving you transparency. You mad that I ain't hitting hoes like that, bro? Look, woman.
First off, you hit one of the family that you wanted to hit that we was talking about. You already had 20,000.
I never hit that.
I know, but once you do, you already had 20,000 bodies off one twat.
How you get into your number though? Because now how you get into your number is how I'm getting to my number is two different ways.
So the girls that just doing 45,000 bodies, right? If you fuck one of them, you're at 45,000 bodies.
So you're talking about having unprotected sex with people who are actively having sex, and you're taking on those members,
all those spirits. And
so
stuff.
that's what
that doesn't count for me. I'm one by one. I'm talking about you. I'm one by one. I'm 10,000, 12,000, one person at a time. And shout out to Will Chamberlain. He's at like 25,000.
That's a lot, bro.
Will Chamberlain has a world record. Like I said, 1,000 is all I can do left in my world.
Look, I
right?
don't. For
700,
me,
800.
So you've been a part of a brothel.
Have I been a part of a brothel?
Yeah.
Not like the Bunny Ranch. Not like Lamar.
How many threesomes have you ever had?
Probably about 5,000.
5,000 threesomes, bro.
That equals 10,000.
That's not.
Oh man. One thing I can't say about Ray J, bro, when he try to be funny and he in his bag and just try to be silly and just try to get the most insane clip, you know, he gonna hit sometimes. But all I want to say, people, bro, it's a lot of people out here doing a whole bunch of fucking. And it's a lot of girls who fucking and not getting paid for it. They not doing OnlyFans. They not strippers. They not prostitutes. They just getting around. And a lot of these women do that, especially when they young. You know, between the ages of, I want to say 18 to 23, girls be wild. And especially these days and age. This day and age, when it comes to social media, and it's not as bad to be a hoe. Like when I'm 36, so when I was coming up, if you was a hoe, you would kind of get shamed for it, and girls are kind of hide that they're doing that. Now, girls are open with it. They don't give a damn. They be like, oh, I cracked him. You know, they say, oh, that's my hoe. You know, as far as, you know, when they talk about men. A lot of girls, when it comes to stripping, when girls that'll probably try to dance in high school or girls that'll try to dance in college, they would hide that stuff from their mom, and they'll just try to go out of town and do it and then come back, or, you know, keep it on the low. Now, girls don't even hide it. You know, they have it on their Snapchat. They have it on their Instagram. They have it on their Finsta, Twitter. Like, they putting it out there, you know? And a lot of the dudes that they having sex with, those are the dudes who really getting most of the girls. And the dudes that they not having sex with, the dude who can't really get them, those are the dudes who can't even fathom, you know, having that many sexual partners because they don't have the ability to, you know, like if they was just to sleep with 5 women a year, that'll be a lot to them, you know. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is Ray J capping? Is he not capping? Do you have a homeboy who kind of like Ray J who just putting up crazy numbers? Or are you that boy, you know, that's putting up crazy numbers? Or have you did in the past before you settled down and got married? You know, let people know in the comment section what your experience was like, and, you know, try to give people insight on, you know, how this can be possible and how people are really moving out here. Let them know it down in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead on and subscribe. What you're waiting on. This was a fun one. Come back for more. We got some more content coming soon. Until next time, I'm out, man.